Hey, welcome to Jersey Beast TV. So tonight we're going to talk about a three-part plank variation that will totally fire up your abs, fire up your core using the stability ball. Now, I'm not really one to use this thing in my own workouts, but there are uses for it, like everything else in the gym. There are ways that you can use stability balls or BOSU balls or bands or medicine balls that are a little bit unconventional, maybe a little outside the box. Obviously, if you guys have been watching my videos, I'm a strong advocate of lifting and making 95% of what you do vary around weights, body weight, cables, bands, and that sort of thing. But it doesn't mean that tools like this don't have a place in your gym. The cool thing is that these are pretty inexpensive. You can find them on Amazon, find them online. I'll even link them up down in the comment section or description section below if you need to find one. And they do have its purpose, or they do have a purpose and a place in in your strength training program. Just depends on where you place them and how you use them. Obviously, there's a lot of gimmicky exercises people do with things like this, but I promise you that one we're going to do tonight is not gimmicky. It's going to fire up your abs, fire up your core, and you can knock it out in about a minute after doing 3 rounds, 3 sets, and your core abs will be spent. All right. So first things first, when you have a ball like this, you have to make sure it's pumped up enough. I can't tell you how many times I've come across stability balls in the gym and other gyms, and they're not firm enough. Pump them up, make sure they're nice and firm. All right, this one actually needs a little bit more air, but we're just gonna roll with it tonight anyway. All right, so first thing you need to do is set up on the ball in a plank position. So forearms on top of the ball, just like this. You're gonna place your elbows right underneath your shoulders, kick your feet back, keep your hands in a neutral position so that the palms are facing each other. You can lock your hands if you want, it's up to you. And when you put your feet behind you, a couple things to note. If you put your feet touching each other, super close together, it's gonna make the exercise much tougher. If you space them apart, all right, the wider you put your feet, the easier it's gonna be. So I urge you to do a foot position that is challenging enough to where you're not blowing through this, because you want to make sure that your core is active, your abs are activated, and everything is tight and it's actually challenging and tough. All right, because if it's not challenging, it's tough, it's not going to do anything for you. All right, so once you put your feet behind you, find a comfortable foot position. Make sure your elbows are just on top. Your shoulders just on top of your elbows. And the first exercise you're going to do is called a saw. So you're basically going to drive your hands away from you and pull them back in. Shoot for 10. I think this is 10, but we'll do one more just in case. Okay. Next exercise are circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 10 the other way. 1, 2, ooh, that hurts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Abs are totally on fire. That was a good one. When you're doing your planks, what I don't want to see, this is a common mistake when people do these exercises. When they do the planks on the ball, a lot of people pick their hips up really high, like this. Your body should be straight from your shoulders to your feet. The other mistake I see people make is they lay on the ball. Hold your fat ass up. Hold your body off the ball. That's what makes it challenging. If you're laying like this, you can lay here all day, right? Hold yourself off the ball. Can't really tell, but there's space in between my stomach and the ball. My body is off the ball. Right? I'm not laying on it like this, holding my body up. The last thing you need to understand is that when you're doing your saws or your circles, you want to make sure that your hips don't move with your arms. What do I mean by that? Saws aren't as bad because you're just going straight forward and back. All right, so you might see a little bit of a hip dip. You don't want to do this. All right, just arms, just like that. But your circles, whenever you do circles on the ball, that's when you see the hips rotate. You see people, they open their hips up they come down and they use their legs. Don't want to do that. None of this. All right? You want to make sure you're in a plank position the whole time. Your hips stay constant, fixed. The only part that moves is your arms. From your shoulders to your feet are rigid, tight. All right? I promise you, if you do it that way, you're going to feel a lot more in your abs. But try this variation out. This is a killer exercise. It's not one of those foo-foo exercises you see people do with the ball. I guarantee you, you do like 3 or 4 rounds of these, you knock them out in a minute, your abs will be on fire. You'll be on fire. All right, give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Comment up down below. Subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Share it if you got some use out of it. If you feel like this is a good exercise, share it with your boys or your buddies on your next training day. Send it over to them. And also, guys, if you are a dad, if you're somebody who just feels like life has got you by the balls and you want to take your life back and you want to get in shape and you want to get strong and you want to just be a better, stronger example for your kids, subscribe to my newsletter. It's a free newsletter. I post videos like this up all the time. I talk training, nutrition, supplement, hacks, tips, tricks. I'll link it up in the comment section down below in the description section. Check it out, totally free. I hit your email inbox with videos like this, supplement discounts, all kinds of cool stuff. And if there's any way I can help you guys, just comment down below. And that's it. Hopefully you use this exercise. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk soon.